The Hawks. It's off a good serve. Hawks with a 2-point lead, 11-9 here in the first set.
That was Malaya Pittman out of Westland John Glenn, same high school that produced the very own head coach Chambers. And we'll talk about the recruiting. I mean, she's all over that Garden City, that Western Wayne County area. Garden City, Taylor, Westland. I mean, they got some Belleville kids here. I mean, it's a good thing to see. Good local talent. And they got a few bodies from Dearborn.
Taya Salim on the spike attempt. Unsuccessful there at the net. Good job by Delta College with the block. 12-10 your score. Going down to try to dig that one up is number 6, Gracie Kinnaman.
Already can see the difference in Henry Ford. A lot more aggressive than they were last year. Last year they had to manufacture points the best way they could and rely on the mistakes of others.
Well, Coach Chambers has the program going in the right direction. And especially when you mention the recruiting, especially with the wealth of talent in this area.
They've given up 4 straight points here. And you really, when you're at home in a situation like this, you want to get off to a great start. It would be nice if they got the first game.
Out of bounds, and the point for the visiting Delta Pioneers.
5 straight points for Delta.
Chloe Smith couldn't get a handle on that one. That's going to force the Hawks to call the timeout, talk things over early here. 12 to score, 12-15 is your score.
I mean, they've got that nicely outfitted here. They got 15 young ladies. I mean, I can't, between the women's basketball team and the volleyball team, you put them together, I don't think they have 15 bodies. This says a lot about what Coach is trying to do. And you saw it last year. I mean, through the struggles, Coach Chambers coached. That's one thing she's going to do. She did it the year before and then last year. And now we're here in year 3, and the bar is high. I just think that she's always had the will. Then she had to get the players to match it with the skill. And so you put those two together, and maybe some good things will happen for Henry Ford this year. I'm looking forward to it, Jeff.
Scoreboard just went out. 12-15 is your score. Have some electrical problems.
Okay, we got it back.
Oh,
now,
okay.
Delta scored 6 points in a row off their serve there, so.
Good job by Henry Ford to get it back over. Good block at the net. Front line doing well early on in this contest. Delta finding a little space in the defense and getting the score. You're watching us on the Henry Ford streaming network. I'm Jeff Lowe along with Eric Pate bringing you all the action this evening. Welcome back to the students Welcome back to school.
Now they got to make sure they calm down, relax. Relax. Don't be over anxious. Do it together. Because that's 9 straight points for Delta.
(18-12) for Delta. Hudak back to serve for Delta. She's also the libero. And the Hawks finally get a point after the 12 straight points by Delta College.
Now let's see if they can create their own run. I mean, that was a nice start, but there we go. Nice serve. That is number 5, Malaya Pittman, 5'5", freshman out of Westland John Glenn. And, hey, reach one, teach one. Hey, what you say? Raise as we climb, or 1, 2, 3 players from Coach Chambers' alma mater right here on the roster.
That was long and out of bounds. 2 points in a row for the Hawks.
You got Allison Thaxton, 5'2" freshman. You've got the aforementioned Malaya Pittman, 5'5" freshman. And then you've got Gracie Kumanen, 5'5" freshman out of Westland John Glenn. I mean, that's just that's good to see. Just really good to see Coach going back and reaching as she climbs, reaching back and getting some and getting them on the right path for some college volleyball.
You're absolutely right. When you can go back to your alma mater and recruit some kids, you can play right here at home. Good job by Henry Ford right there with the tap over the net by number 13. That's Jade Bates.
And that's a good one. She's a kid at Lincoln Park, Rochester University, and now here at Henry Ford in her second year.
Taya Saline back serving for Henry Ford. Good setup, good tap over again. Number 13, Jade Bates.
And that's a college player. I mean, she played last year at Rochester University. Now she's here at Henry Ford. Good experience. Good to have experienced ball players, too.
Bates again keeping it alive. Bates on the block.
That's her. That's that experience. And I may have been mistaken. I said ball players, volleyball players. I just like this energy, this electricity that they have. Keep it going.
Good job by Henry Ford. Oh, that one hit the net.
Yeah. Chloe Smith out of Garden City tried to put an extra spin or twist on it. She's listed at 5'11", freshman out of Garden City. The Cougars, that sweet blue and orange at Garden City. Got several Garden City players on the roster. 1, 2. 2 from Garden City. 2 from Dearborn Fordson. Nope. And I strike that one Dearborn Fordson kid, Bazzi.
Score that one in the corner for Delta.
Called that in.
Yes. 22-18
hit
in the first set in favor of the Delta Pioneers.
Yeah, hit that coffin corner.
Good job by Henry Ford getting it over. Front line play is very important. Nice tap.
A lot of communication. And what I'm noticing about Henry Ford, remember the middle was weak? This is only the second game of the season, but I already see that the middle portion of the floor for Henry Ford looks to be pretty good.
2 substitutions now into the game for Henry Ford. Number 10, Selena Bazi.
Bazi.
I'm sorry, I get that name right this evening.
It's our first game too, so we're going to get it right.
Also number 11, Victoria Gomez has checked in for Henry Ford. (23-19) your score in favor of the Pioneers from Delta. Good job by the front line, and that young lady again, number 13 right there, Jade Bates, guarding the net.
They are not hanging their heads. They're fighting, which is a good thing.
Pittman now checking in for Henry Ford. Nice serve by Skylar Piper.
It's still up for grabs.
Libero.
And it's still up for grabs. I mean, Henry Ford is still in this thing.
Bates may have made contact with the net.
Yeah.
Actually, that was Diamond Harris that made contact with the net.
It's in. See if is that it? Yep.
So Delta
fills it out 25-21.
wins the first set.
Good fight by Henry Ford. Of course, this will be critical to come through here in the second set and try to get one. You know, try to even it up. If not, man, makes it tough. Makes it tough. The first, I'd say 10 points are going to be critical for Henry Ford. See how they play.
Teams switch sides. While they're switching sides, we're going to take a quick break. You're watching Henry Ford Volleyball, women's volleyball, right here on the Henry Ford streaming network.
Jeff, we probably should take a picture too, man. I don't want to take you while you're breathing in pain. And send it on the, put it on their website. You want to button your top button?
Yeah.
Just do it right quick for the picture. Button your top button for the picture, man.
Isn't that bad?
Come on. Got it. And what I do is I put this on Henry Ford Volleyball. What'd you say? What'd he say? What'd he say?
My cushion. Thought they had a little cushion up here.
Did you have surgery?
Welcome back to Henry Ford Community College, or should I say Henry Ford College in Dearborn, Michigan, and women's volleyball right here on the Henry Ford Network. My name is Jeff Lowe, along with Eric Pate, bringing you all the action. And right now, the Hawks find themselves down one set as we are just getting started early on here.
I noticed that Isis Wilson, number 7 for Henry Ford, has a towel. You know, kind of like Billy White Shoes Johnson, one of those receivers from the 70s or 80s. And she's playing with it. I've never seen that. I mean, I just, and I like her style. I like her swag with those fingers taped up and everything. But what if that towel falls out? I mean, hey, if she likes it, I love it, but I've never seen that. I thought the officials may say, hey, you can't do that.
I've never seen it either. So maybe that's just to keep your hands dry. And
yeah, I'm sure it's for that reason.
Definitely.
But at any rate, Henry Ford's off to a good start, Jeff.
Side back to serve, and not able to get that one over the net. Substitution now into the game for Henry Ford. Libero checks back into the game. That's Skylar Piper. And Libero, she's the one in a different color jersey. If anyone out there listening might say, what is he talking about, the Libero? Libero is the one that's free and that could move and be substituted with any player on the floor.
She's equivalent to the Wolfman that Bo Schembechler used to have on his vaunted defenses back in the 70s. How about that?
That's a good way.
All you Go Blue football lovers are tuning in. And this young lady deserves it. Skylar Piper with the program last year.
Piper with the setup. Nice tap over by Henry Ford. Good job by front line. That's Katea Celine getting it over the net. Gracie Kinnaman back now serving for Henry Ford.
Good hustle by the Delta player there. Missed the jump.
Good job by Ford keeping it alive. Delta also doing a good job on their side of the net. That one's long and out of bounds.
And Henry Ford overcame some snafus there. Bates, good reaction. I mean, she's quick. She's a quick jumper. Nice serve.
Little rotation in the middle of the lineup for Delta College.
That velocity on some of those returns.
Yeah.
For Delta, I mean, goodness gracious. I would duck. It's one of the things about volleyball. You know that ball is coming at you, and it's not a small ball.
No, it's not. And Henry Ford returns the favor. Jade Bates, number 13, doing the honors. Now checks out of the ball game.
Kid with a little college experience.
Delta looking for opportunity to spike. Almost a pretty good dig by the libero, number 2, going down for it. That's Q-Dag.
That was Isis Wilson with that one. I mean, that's, you know, she tapes those fingers. Maybe it's for that explicit reason to help put a little spin on the ball and manufacture some points. Whatever it is, it worked there.
She's comfortable with it. That one's out of bounds.
Well, if you got a towel and tape and all this other knee pads, everything else, you might be a baller. Back in our day, you had the wristbands, your elbow pads, your knee pads, and guys would come out there and triple-double you.
That was long by Henry Ford. 7-5 your score right here in the second set. Nice tap over. Good job by Ford. Also number 2, right in the middle of the defense. That was Katea Saline scoring the points. Now she's back to serve for the Hawks.
I'm looking at Dejanay Tsai, 5'11" freshman out of Ferndale. And there she is. I mean, that's already, you know, she plays middle blocker, outside hitter, and she's 5'11", and I think she's legitimately that size. Sometimes you get the program height. She's legitimately 5'11". I mean,
she did definitely a great job in defending the front line right there. Henry Ford staying active. That one's long and out of bounds. Henry Ford in the lead here in the second set, 9-5 or 9-6 over the Delta College Pioneers. Again, another long shot. Delta looking for the spike. And that one's long and out of bounds.
Yeah, the scout on Henry Ford last year was, you know, set things up and attack the middle. And tonight, I haven't noticed that as any type of a weakness for the Hawks. So, you know, hopefully they, you know, maybe there's a changing of the guard, a turning of the page, and this ain't your old Henry Ford Hawks anymore type thing. So. Asia still checking in. Young lady who was here last year.
2-point lead here in the second set. 10-8.
Bates checking back in for the Hawks. Must be nice to have options. I mean, you got 9 other young ladies that are on your bench. Nice dig.
Volleyball here on the Henry Ford Streaming Network. Jeff Lowe, along with Derek Pitts, bringing all the action.
Trying to put a little post on Instagram. Follow me at the D313, THEDEE 313. And hey, we're gonna do it every chance we get. We're gonna put it out on social media so you can tune in and check everything out.
Wilson
Yeah.
with the tap over.
Henry Ford looking really nice, man. I mean, that's good, sound volleyball right now.
Yes, he was. 15 to 10 your score. And that forces Delta to call a timeout to talk it over.
Well, Jeff, it's early, but I noticed this. I looked at this schedule, and these young ladies will be in Toledo. They're playing volleyball. We'll be back here next Tuesday for a match between the Henry Ford Hawks, and they'll be playing Kellogg Community College this weekend. If you get a chance, they're in Toledo at the have a classic down there. Clark State College, Lakeland Community College, Cuyahoga Community College, and St. John's River State College, all down there along with Henry Ford. They're going to play Friday, August the 30th, and Saturday, August 31st, and then come back here and play Kellogg on next Tuesday. So join us. Please come on out. There's a lot of room for you here at the gymnasium, but it's a nice crowd. Normally you can count, 5 or 6 people. They're going to draw some folks this year. I guarantee you that.
Yeah. I believe that also. Nice tap over that time by Henry Ford. And the official on the back row pointed out something there. I think that's going to go against Delta. Someone touched the net on the front line.
Oh, one of those unforced errors by Katea Salame. Man, hate when that happens.
Substitutions in for Delta now. Going back to serve, number 4. It's Kaylee Sawinki. And that one's right into the net. Side checks back into the game for Henry Ford. Number 9 goes straight to the front line. And she has been doing an excellent job. That was going to be called in.
Okay, now there's a little wet spot on the floor. One thing's for sure, number 7, our girl Isis Wilson, she's not using her towel. Hers is tucked in, looking sweet. Back in our day, you'd have a high number in the 80s, and that you're a fleet-footed receiver. But Wilson's got her towel. She's got her, long braids. She's got her fingers taped.
She's ready.
I don't think people say swag anymore, but whatever they say, she's got it. But don't look now, because Delta's making a run here, and this is critical for Henry Ford to finish this off.
Henry Ford with a 17-14 lead. Scored a point for Henry Ford, 18-14.
All right. Let's see if Henry Ford can make something happen off their serve.
Nice shot that time by number 11 for the Pioneers, Clara Grimpo.
Oh man, that was a tough one. This is what Piper there made another unforced error, and those are the kind of things that hurt them last season. Sometimes they're unavoidable. You just want to keep them at a minimum. There's another one.
Yeah.
That was a flub. Just missed it. That was Dejanay's side.
1 point lead for Henry Ford, 18-17.
Wow.
Delta has gotten back in this one and tied it up.
3 or 4 in a row. Unforced error. Now they got to dig deep. This is called intestinal fortitude. Now you got to, hey, find out what you're made of early, right now, because let's face it, they blew the lead. Now they got to figure out, hey, how can we salvage this? How can we get to 25 before they do?
You go inside the huddle, I know that's exactly what head coach Chambers is telling her young ladies. They're all tied up at 18. You let them back in this one. Let's go aggressively and turn it back up.
Yeah, it's going to be important for Henry Ford to just settle down. I think several instances tonight, the young ladies have tried to, do too much or just win it themselves. Hey, set it all up, run your offense, and live to fight another point. If you want to get the big hit, it'll come. Just let it come organically or naturally. Here's the opportunity.
Ford doing a good job keeping it alive. Scored a point for the Hawks.
Yeah, Coach Chambers has stayed with Wilson and Sy for quite a while in this set.
Estelle is checked back in on the front line for Henry Ford. 19-18 your score.
You have Estelle and Sy, 5'11" and 5'7" across the front. Gosh, it's almost like they think a little bit too much and trying to be perfect in placing in ball placement. This is a game of touch. You have to have the proper touch. You can't hit it all the same velocity or speed.
All tied up at 19. Good job getting it back over the net by Henry Ford. And the front line of Henry Ford couldn't block that one.
Wow. And they fought all the way back. I mean, they're talking about Delta. Henry Ford's got to keep their heads up.
Whistles blow. They're going to award the points to Delta.
Said that Wilson pushed it. Didn't really hit the ball over the net. Oh man, it's falling apart. And timeout. That's a good one. Good timeout.
They needed that timeout right there. Before, like you said, it's falling apart.
Yeah, it's tough. That energy, we haven't mentioned that very much this set, have we? I mean, we just haven't talked about that because now they're kind of getting back into some old ways. And at some point, I'm going to stop talking about last year. This is the home opener, the second game of the season. But this group needs to gel, and it'll come. And you can already see the flashes of it. But, you have a big lead like that early on. You're up, 5, 6 points. And to see it evaporate is kind of disappointing.
Coach Chambers also still looking for a rotation. A good rotation, a good blend of players that you can have on the floor at the same time.
Any sport it's all about momentum, and Henry Ford had the momentum. Now they got to find a way to get it back.
Serve for the Pioneers of Delta College. Ford trying to keep it alive, but that one's long. 23-19 in favor of the Pioneers.
Now you're in trouble. I mean, it's 23-19. Good hustle by Henry Ford there. There you go.
Substitution now, checking into the game, number 13. Corey Bates will go back to the front line.
A 23-20, stranger thing, well, 23-21. Henry Ford, maybe some things can happen for him here.
Violation against Delta College. Delta having their problem.
All right, Henry Ford is not going away without a fight, and I can appreciate that.
Yes, 22-23, 1 point lead for Delta. And the second set.
And that's what you want, Jeff. You want a team that has an attitude that they're not going to quit no matter what the circumstance is, and that's the positive now. You want to win. That's ultimately that's what you're here for. And Delta lost to Mott in a scrimmage, so this is their home opener tonight. I mean, this is their season opener. Home opener for Henry Ford, season opener for Delta. Good opportunity to get this team.
One-point lead for the Pioneers. Side back to serve.
Tied up. Look at Henry Ford, man. This is something you didn't see last year. I've said last year at least 8 times tonight. But you didn't see it. You did not see this type of intestinal fortitude from this team.
Did not dig that one up.
Tried to get to the middle.
Now into the game for Henry Ford, number 8.
It's a nice lineup that they just had in. Bates was reinserted. Estelle was on the floor. Wilson, who's done a great job.
One-point lead for Delta. Nice job getting it back over the net. Delta looking for the slam. That was long. And out of bounds. All tied up at 24.
They're fighting back. You got to win it by 2, so let's go. Good work by Henry Ford, man.
Baxton with the serve. Good job at the net by Henry Ford.
Hey, that's a good job by Estelle.
24.
Good job by Estelle. Let's see if
Ford up by 1.
Let's see if they can close it out here.
This is the closeout point if they can get it done. Both teams going back and forth, all tied up at 25. back to serve for the Pioneers. Good job by Henry Ford getting that one back over the net. Henry Ford up by one.
Great effort.
25, substitution into the game coming in.
Great effort by Henry Ford, man.
Yes.
I mean, close it out now.
Henneman with the serve.
Oh, man.
These teams are battling. Both teams going back and forth. They're all tied up at 26.
We can go forever. Saw a few matches in the Olympics that went a long time. That air conditioning in your car feels really good on nights like this in the gym.
Oh, yeah.
But this is some good volleyball.
It's long and out of bounds. Delta with the 1-point lead. Looking to close this one out. Moves off the ceiling. Got to get it over the net. Tap. And Delta comes back and wins the second set.
Oh man, that was suspense filled. Henry Ford dug deep, but Delta dug a little bit, and if folks can see, a little bit deeper, just a half a centimeter, and they got the win. So they're up 2-0.
Delta with a 2-set lead.
But this is a little different.
Yeah.
It's different than
I can see the difference.
Yeah, than it was last year. When you get down 2-zip, you kind of knew the outcome. Now, Henry Ford has some depth. They got some talent, as we've seen. It's our first look at them this year. Who knows? I mean, it's still wide open. They could come back. They could get it done. But just all-out good effort in that second set for Henry Ford. And I like the fact that she stayed with a couple folks. Stayed with Wilson and Dejanay Side, two freshmen that I think they're gonna make an impact. Really good around the net, and it shows that they got a variety of players to choose from. Didn't have that when you looked on the side last year and you had 7 players.
Right. Didn't have much to choose from back then.
That means coach has gotten on a recruiting trail. He's got some girls who are interested, and she's allowing them to play right now. I think they're really starting to develop. What they're going to do is in this non-conference is develop a system, a rotation that can last in the conference schedule.
And another thing also, her assistant coaches are with her on this ride along the way, because they all have been here for the duration, 3 seasons for each of the assistant coaches also. So Chambers is doing a good job and not rotating that.
Wait a minute,
going
Jeff.
through coaches.
Wait a minute now.
Fox.
Wait a minute. I've seen Johnson a lot.
Oh, okay.
Fox is kind of, she was here last year, but Johnson has been here. Remember now, Brianna was coaching volleyball at one point, coaching basketball.
Okay.
She's been around the athletic program for a while. She's done a lot. I think it's her birthday.
Oh.
I saw some balloons around, and if it is, Coach Johnson, assistant coach Brianna Johnson, who, as I said, coached some women's basketball, assistant here with the volleyball, does a lot for women's athletics. If it's not your birthday, whoever's birthday it is, happy birthday. Because somebody brought some balloons in. I mean, a young man came in.
Well, they got the big.
I think it's Coach Johnson's son.
3-3 there.
Yeah, I think that's Coach Johnson's son.
Okay. We are ready to start set number 3. Henry Ford Dropping that second set, which was a lengthy set. Let's see what they do in set 3 here. They can make a big comeback.
Yeah, this is big for Henry Ford. They got to win one and then think about the next two. You can't think about the next two until you win the first one. So slice it in half, and then go for the tie, and then go for the win. You got to win 3, but you can't win 3 without the first one.
Dejanay Sai is back to serve.
No, that's Isis Wilson.
Oh, pardon me. Wilson with the serve. Wilson with a good save there.
There's Sai.
Sai with the tap
right
over
in the
the
middle.
net. Looking for the spot, but Wilson couldn't dig that one up. Looking for the setup, tap over the net. Delta. Quick 2 points for the Pioneers.
Good looking athletes for Henry Ford, and it's got to make it happen now. Avery Patrick, haven't seen a lot of her, freshman out of Wyandotte Roosevelt.
Good job by Delta finding the opening in the defense of the Hawks. Little tap over the net, and they're off to a 3-0 lead here in the third set. This is when Henry Ford really has to refocus, get their minds back into this one. 4-0 for the Pioneers.
They're talking, they're communicating, they're working hard. Nice serve. Isis Wilson. Oh, that was Isis on the serve. Dejanay Sai, good looking athlete, just checked out. Got a lot of floor time here.
Nice job getting that one over. Delta recovers well. Let's see. Whistle's blow. That's going to go against. Now that point is going to go for Delta.
Double
Maybe
tap
another
that
net
one.
violation.
Don't want it to get away from you if you're Henry Ford right now, the Hawks. There you go. It's a way to stop a rally. Good play by Isis Wilson. Isis Wilson found the middle there. Now what's going on?
Substitution
Okay,
now.
all right. Allison Thaxton, a 5'2" freshman out of John Glenn. That's one of the triumvirate of John Glenn Rockets.
Thaxton set to serve. Nice hard serve by Thaxton. Good job by their front line scoring that point.
Started off 4-zip. See if Henry Ford can wake up, get back in it, and get the lead and seize control of the match.
That one just grazed the top of the net. Nice attempt by Jade Bates, but she couldn't turn it into points. 7-3 in favor of Delta.
It has got to be close to 100 degrees here in this gym. So fatigue is going to be a factor, if it's not already a factor in this thing. Henry Ford fighting, scraping, scratching, trying to hang in there.
Victoria Gomez back to serve, just checking into the game for the Hawks.
I mean, all 15 young ladies have gotten on the floor.
And that's exactly what you need, a contribution from everyone. And everyone's contributing. Henry Ford has found themselves right back into this game. 7-5 your score. Gomez right into the net with that serve.
I don't know what happened there, but just couldn't return it.
Yeah, Jackson just couldn't get under it. Looking for the spike. That one's long and out of bounds.
They set it up nicely and it's a little bit too strong. See if Henry Ford can get something off of Malia Brown's serve.
Hit that one over. Good job by Henry Ford. I see him set up for a good spike here. Good job again by Henry Ford getting it over.
Good work by Brown.
And that one's out of bounds. Six to 10 your score in favor of Delta. Good tap over the net. Henry Ford looking for the spike. Visionary side finding some room in that defense.
Well, I like Isis Wilson on the play before. Nice little jump touch. Nice twist on the ball. Tricky. Hard to handle for Delta, but man, they're having a really tough time off the serve. Service errors hurt. Unforced errors hurt.
Eleven to 7 to score. Delta with the lead. Avery Patrick tried to tap it back over. Was unsuccessful in doing so.
You had Cy, Gomez, and Avery Patrick all in a bunch and just couldn't get it over. Couldn't return it.
Wilson unsuccessful with that return attempt. 13 to 7 for Delta.
Henry Ford just making a few too many mistakes in this particular set, and they just have to regroup because it's halfway over. Before you look up, it's 13 points, and you know you have to be consistent. That thing comes as the season gets longer, but man, it's gotten away from they don't have the energy that they had in the first set. Here in this third, they got to find it. They dug deep. I wonder how much it sapped their energy in the second set coming from behind. But here we are, and they got to come up with something quick. It's the first to 25.
We are about to find that out.
It's early,
About
Jeff.
32
man.
seconds.
Second game of the second game of the season. And,
Right.
home opener. You don't want to get blanked in your home opener, but it's just good to get all these young ladies some experience, then go on the road, and then come back here next Tuesday so we can see just what you've done down there. That Owens Community College tournament must be a pretty big deal because there's a lot of schools heading down to Toledo. As far away as from Lakeland Community College, St. John's River State College. That's down in the Jacksonville, Florida area.
Okay.
There'll be some good volleyball if you're interested this weekend.
Toya Gomez going down for the dig attempt. And not able to come up with it. 7-14 in favor of the Pioneers. Whistles blow.
Yeah, I think
The violation is going to go against.
somebody's foot was on the line with the serve. Or
Yeah, I think so.
now that towel is gone.
Wilson back serving.
Yeah, her towel's gone. Somebody must have said something. Good block.
24 keeping the ball alive. Good job.
A little bit too far for Malia Brown.
It's not over yet. Wilson with the setup. Nice tap over the net by side. Wilson tried to tap it over. Good job. And it looks like that point was awarded to Delta. 16-8 your score. Man, you talked about it. Those unforced errors can haunt you. Good setup by Ford. Good job by the Ford front line.
Sai, good work at the net. Now it's her turn to serve in the rotation here. I mean, she's long, she's tall, and she has a nice serve on her. She want a little bit more activity from her, but
good job by Ford keeping it alive. Both teams pretty active. Wilson trying to get it back over the net. And Henry Ford with the points.
Nice sequence by Dejanay Sai. I saw someone come in with a nice sign. I guarantee you that's Dejanay Sai's relatives.
Oh.
That's nice.
Sai did a pretty good job on the serve. Just keeping them in this ball game.
And it's a matter of making the most out of your opportunities as it is in any sport.
Definitely.
She's been on the floor quite a bit for Henry Ford.
18-10 in favor of the Delta Pioneers.
Good hustle.
Job by Wilson getting it back over. Nice little tap back over the net. Pioneers is looking for the spike right there.
A little bit too far there. I mean, it's got to be crisp. It's got to be done with purpose. And one bad pass can ruin it. And that's what happened there. He's trying to make a nice set for a big spike, and it didn't happen.
21-10 your score. Hawks are trying to hang on. Find themselves down by a bunch. That one's out of bounds. Long. Baxter now back to serve for the Hawks. Let's see if the Hawks can rally right here. And that was off the libero, number 6, Gracie Kinnaman. (22-11) is your score.
And now it's just
feeling it right now.
Yeah, Henry Ford just seemed to run out of gas. I mean, it just. You know, this is a tough set to watch for them after the way they started.
I think that's about 5 points in a row for the Pioneers. 25-11. That's going to do it.
All right, man.
Your final in this match, 25-11 for the Pioneers of Delta College. Your final thoughts on this one?
Well, I'll stand on it. I think Henry Ford's going to be much improved. I think this weekend is going to be key. Going down to Owens Community College and playing in that tournament and coming back home next Tuesday, we're going to be able to see when they face off against Kellogg Community College, what they have, a team from the western side of the state that they don't see very much of right here at home. So keep an eye on what they're going to do this weekend.
All right. Well, for Eric Pate, I'm Jeff Lowe. The Hawks fall to Delta College. Only game 1. More action coming your way this season. For Eric Pate, I'm Jeff Lowe. We'll see you next time on the Henry Ford Women's Volleyball Game of the Week. So long.
Coach, this is your birthday? You said that.